Old climbing ornamental plants. Different groups of climbing plants. The first one is the herbaceous climbing plants. Among them we have hop, large bindweed, and there are two different types of it, and then bryones, red and white, everlasting pea, flat pea, and Caucasian spinach. The second group is the woody climbing plants. There are moon seeds, both Canadian and durian, Italian woodbine, common honeysuckle, and then two types of creepers, the thicket creeper and Virginia creeper. Besides that, there is also annual climbing plants, for example, sweet pea, runner bean, Indian cress, canary creeper, ipomoea, and then trailing snapdragon, firevine, and cap and saucer vines. Hop was not listed at all, but hop is actually both kept, of course, for producing the cones that you could make beer, and in some countries they also use it in baking bread. But it has also been much of an ornamental plant. It's grown in Finland to the level of South Lapland, and the newest research findings indicate that all hop in Finland are grown cultivars. Let us take a look at different photos on how it is growing. This one is from Versinino village in Kenyari National Park in Russia, just in the middle of the wall of a living house. This is in Estonia, and it's a former farmstead which has been abandoned, and there is still then growing the hop, even if not any buildings are left. If you're going to grow hop, you could use a metal ground post that protects the wooden post from rotting. You can buy them from any agricultural construction store. Here we have in Avere village one farm where they have put the hop to grow and forming a small house. And at Kurkia Farm Museum they have hop growing up to an building. And Mustiala backup collection of hops are grown on poles, and then there are wires so they can climb up along them. And a photo still of hop ripening. As hop was an important part also of the paying the tax during the 17th century, then for example on old Swedish maps, then the hop cultivations are marked on the map. Caucasian spinach, Habilitsa tamnoides. In Finland, Caucasian spinach has been found as a crop remnant or growing at roadsides. Caucasian spinach is used both as an ornamental plant and as a vegetable. In Finland, Caucasian spinach flowers between July and August. The fruit is a bottom-shaped pod with a single black and shiny seed. It originates, as the name says, from Caucasian region. In Finland it is a newcomer, but it's well established in Häme region. In the past, the species has also been found in southwest Finland. Several strains of these old plants have been found in connection with the parish houses, so in connection with the church and the priests. The bindweeds can be also a really bad weed. And as the name already says here, large bindweed. There are several subspecies of large bindweeds, and of which this hedge bindweed is one, and then there is another one, Callistegia sepium subspecies spectabilis, also grown in Finland. One has white flowers, and the other one has a little bit pink flowers. The hedge bindweed is a rare native of the south coast, growing on the seashore in shrubs and algae beds, for example. But this spectabilis with pink flowers is less common. Plant vigorous is impossible to control. It can escape into the wild and start to invade trees, among other things. This can be seen several places in Estonia. Plant them on a wall away from other ornamental plants, and it's good if you can move the lawn around it so that it won't start to escape from the growing place. The thicket creeper is really a beloved plant during this last 100 years, that nearly all farms have this growing. So it's the most common vine in our gardens, and it grows as far up as to central Finland. It's fast and vigorous grower. It's very winter hardy. It's believed that it was spread from Per Kalm's garden, and he brought it from North America to Finland. And Per Kalm was a student of Carl Linné, and Carl von Linné was the person who gave all plants the family and species names in Latin. Indian cress, Tropeolum maius. It used to be grown supported by walls, nowadays more as a ground cover. I remember that my grandmother was growing it on the compost. The plant's aromatic flower buds and fruits can be used as a spice like capers. They have red, yellow or orange flowers. So all the flowers are edible. Sweet pea, Lathyrus odoratus. It's originally from the Mediterranean area, and the seeds cannot be eaten and the whole plant is poisonous. Seedlings should be watered regularly and fertilized generously, and the plants are planted on a warm wall. String or net can be used for supporting it. So field bindweed. In Finland, the field bindweed is at the northern limit of its distribution. The species is occasionally found mainly in population centers up to the height of Oulu city. It's a plant for the cultural environment, so you find it in yards, gardens, towns, roadsides, railways, harbors, wasteland, old barracks and fortification. And the plant likes to support other plants in a tight coil. So it can grow just on the earth, like covering it, but immediately as there is a possibility, then it start to climb on other plants or any building or any posts or anything that you may have. So this is also considered to be more like a weed, but they were used for ornamental purposes also in old days.